Thabiso, how are you? Welcome to Happy People News. And how are you doing today?
Cool. I'm 100% good, and thanks for allowing me to be with the happy people.
You're most welcome. I love the fish tank at the back. Wow, it's fantastic.
It's beautiful. It's fantastic, eh?
Yeah, wow, it's beautiful. What do you call that?
That's amazing.
Is there
which one? The tank.
This
one. It's normally 1.5 meter tank. It's about 350 liter.
Wow.
And then I got some mixed fish in there, different names, like tetra family, widows. We got colored widows as well. We got some plico. It's just a kind of a scientific name. Some of them you can't even understand them. We got some big goldfish at the corner there. We got some gourami, the plaintiffs, and a lot of names.
Okay. So Thabiso, tell me about yourself. You are a marine biologist, right?
Yes, I'm a marine biologist.
Okay. So what inspired you to pursue that career?
Normally, to be honest, I don't want to lie to you. It was kind of a career that hooked me on the road, which is, I never thought of doing marine biology in my life. Because normally, when I started to do marine biology, I remember I was home when I never studied science at school, to be honest. And when I come to Josie, normally they just called me to come to Josie in order to come and study marine biology and chemistry. But I was so scared, to be honest, because I thought, how am I going to manage to do that? Because I never done science at school. But they told me that, don't worry, we got a practical and theory at the same time. That's why it became very easier for me. And I said, let me just try something in my life. And it became very easy for me. I remember, and then normally for me to get hold on that, because it's because of hunger. Because remember, when you're hungry, you come to Josie, you don't have a shelter, you got nothing, you got no one to take care of you. And then they give me a chance that said, so you're going to study this, we're going to give you this little bit of amount in order for you to pay rent. That's where my patience started. I started to be patient. I started to, because, and then and they were so rude, to be honest. But for their rudeness to teach me whatever I know today, I thank myself, because it's who I am today. I got marine biology chemistry certificate. Wow. And then I can manage to do my job as well.
That's just amazing. But you realize that it's not anyone that just can study marine biology. Yes, I hear you saying it's hunger. Yeah, I hear you say you needed to put food on the table. But it means there's something about you. There's something very special about you. And I just find it interesting that you never even studied maths or science in school, but you just have a natural talent in this industry. They saw something in you. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's true. Because normally I was a waiter before. These people, they know me the time when I was waiter. And then immediately when they started to see me now, whatever, in the restaurant, they were so worried. And they asked the managers, where's Thabiso? And they told, no, he lost his job. And they said, no, Thabiso lost the job. And that's where they managed to get my contact. And they called me. And I asked them, why you're calling me? They say, you're always saving us. But the way we saw you, you're enthusiastic. You're so ecstatic. Every time you're so amazing. And the way you look like your mind can be so super connected, or you can just imbibe information easily, you see.
Wow.
And that's why I've managed to connect with them. And then I've done it. My qualifications in my room. It's I studied from SECAM. It's one of the biggest companies that deal with marine biology and chemistry. That's why they call themselves SECAM. It means sea chemistry. You see, it's like it means sea chemistry. Yeah.
All right. So what can one do? I know you work in a pet shop. What else? What other jobs do you work on? And what's your day like? Let's say on a day-to-day basis, how do you start your day?
Normally, I love music. I'm also a poet. I also do music.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Which is every time when I woke up, maybe I can just listen some beats or soft beats in order to think up. And I'm writing most of the time. I write because that's my talent. And I've been doing this for almost, I don't know, maybe when I was doing grade 7, that's why I started to do music. But unfortunately, when you grew up in rural places, it's very hard to connect with people. For people to take consideration to whatever you are doing,
right?
It's not easy when you're at rural places and stuff. But the time when I came to Josie, I thought maybe my passion or maybe my talent is gonna go boom. But unfortunately, it's that I was busy doing the job, and when you don't have a place to sleep, you can't just stay and say, let me just focus on my talent. But who's going to pay your rent? Who's going to buy you food? Who's going to do and that, you see?
Yeah.
I thought the time when I started working, I thought maybe the job was going to be my trap. But I mean, when I started working, after 2 years, 3 years, so another gentleman met me, said, why don't you start to do maintenance? And that's why I started to make money, like outside there, which without checking, without waiting for salary end of the month. And then that's where I started to meet clients. I started to do this. And then today I got some few clients, you know, and I can survive with my clients as well. Yeah.
So what do you do at work exactly?
I'm a marine specialist at work, basically. I deal with marine, which is I advise people, because people that buy marine tanks and they don't have much information about it. Remember, I deal with the fresh water, cold water, and marine, which is what I can tell you is that cold water and fresh, when I say tropical, it's the same thing, but just that cold water is not a warm water. Tropical is a warm water. But those ones are very easy. And easy also when you teach people, they can manage to do it at home. But when it comes to marine, it's a lot of stuff that you need to test. You need to test calcium, magnesium, you know, pH, alkalinity, borons. It's a lot of chemistry that you do in marine. And that's where people are failing, and that's where I get in.
That's just amazing. I just find it so fascinating what you do. For you, it sounds so easy, but wow, I'm blown away.
I was so surprised when I managed to do that, because I remember when I was at school, when I was studying the marine biology and chemistry, there was only, I think we were 9 blacks and 49 whites. And then that's it. It's very, most of the black guys, when they think about marine biology and chemistry, I thought maybe it's a rocket science. And which is, if you can just give you a chance and study that, I think, and I remember, for now, even though I'm dreaming to open my own store, because I was dreaming to open my own store, just I don't have a credit. But if I can open up, maybe I'll be the first black person to open a pet shop in Johannesburg, if I can do that. But I also want to open school. I want to open school people. Especially, I'm not racist normally, but whites, they're all marine biology and chemistry, a lot of them. But blacks, I never met a lot of black people. It's only maybe I know 3 or 4 of them, but majority, they don't even understand when I'm telling them what I'm doing. They just become confused because they don't know what I'm talking about. But I think if I can open the classes where I can teach people about this, maybe, you know, majority of black people, they can manage to connect themselves, and maybe they'll start to be in love for the nature, basically.
That's just amazing. I'm still in awe of what you do. So how would you encourage a young person to pursue a career in marine biology? What type of a person must you be?
It's not really just like you know, what I can explain to you is that I think it's how we grew up, and then the careers that our parents, they used to tell us about. Also, I never heard about this kind of career, the marine biology and chemistry. But I mean, even, you know, when you grew up, they tell about being a doctor, you must be a lawyer. No one touched about the career of being a marine biology and chemistry. That's why if it was installed, or on maybe when we grew up, I think majority were going to understand that. I'm sure other people, they're going to do it. But I mean, it's some kind of a rare skills that most of the people, they look at as if it's something that is very hard or something like that. But I think I can teach people to understand better, because even now I teach my clients, I teach a lot of people, because that's my job when I'm working in Forwards. I'm teaching people about any question about marine. I target that, and they manage to understand what's happening in the marine. A lot of them, I got a lot of white guys who, even black guys, they you know, they learn from me, and that's it's fantastic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then, what are your plans for the future? You want to open a pet shop? You want to have an academy, right? Yeah, I think you answered that question.
Yeah, I wanna open the pet shop, to be honest.
All right. How soon would you like to do that? In the next 2 years?
Not
in the next
really.
1 year, 5 years?
I can't say. It could be. I know, even if it could be this year, but unfortunately, I'm trying to connect in this moment and meet different people who are willing, because most of the people, they think also this is a rare skills, you know. They some of them, they want to invest, and they want to do things with me, to connect with, in order to open the store. But unfortunately, you know, now I'm busy trying to negotiate with different people. But soon, I think maybe this year or maybe next year, you know, I can manage to open the pet shop. And I also have a people with other different skills. It's not only the marine biology skills that I have. I also study birds. You know, I study
birds?
birds.
Wow.
I know birds as well.
Uh-huh,
I know the animal nutrition when it comes to dogs, cats, small animals, bunnies, rats, whatever. I can recommend things for them. I can manage to see disease and stuff. I can, you know, it's not only, it's just that I'm in love with marine biology and chemistry.
Now that brings us to our last question. What makes Thabiso happy? What brings out your inner happy?
You are breaking a little bit.
Our last question, because we are happy people news, we ask, what makes you happy?
Oh, what makes me happy? Like in general.
Yeah, in general.
What makes me happy is the nature.
It's
you know,
nature.
I wish one day I can just build my house in the middle of nowhere where I can see ocean, whatever, different trees. And I love nature. I love animals. I love, you know, just to connect with animals. That's my love. And I really love music as well. But the main thing is that, you know, animals, you never go wrong with animals, only if they can bite you. But I mean, but I mean, I love animals, to be honest. I wish I grew up in that environment where there was animal everywhere. Yeah.
No, definitely, Thabiso, I'm going to be talking to you more. You're going to teach us more about your industry. But thank you so much for your time today. It's appreciated. And have a lovely weekend.
Thank you. Have a lovely weekend too.
All right.
Really
We'll be in touch
appreciate it.
soon. All right.
We'll be in touch.